Welcome back to another prediction video on this channel, and today we're going to be breaking down the Los Angeles Clippers versus Dallas Mavericks series and predicting a winner. Let's get right into it, starting with the Clippers. The Clippers began the season with two-time Finals MVP Kawhi Leonard, multiple-time All-Star Paul George, and former MVP Russell Westbrook, and discovered it was still not enough, even with a heavy luxury tax bill that paid for the support around them. So, they went ahead and picked up another Los Angeles native and one-time MVP James Harden, who wanted out of Philly last offseason. It took 5 straight losses at the beginning of the season for head coach Tyronn Lue to sort out his rotation and split time between Harden and Westbrook before this forgotten contender reestablished itself as a serious threat. From mid-November to early February, the Clippers had the league's best record of 31-8 and offensive rating, scoring 122.3 points per 100 possessions. Then, the same thing that happens to every old team happened to this old team. Around the All-Star break, everyone began coasting, and they barely finished above 500 for the last 33 games of the year. This was always the concern about pairing Westbrook, who often cares too much, and Harden, who's the opposite, with Kawhi and PG, whose health has been a concern for the entire time in LA. It should surprise nobody that Kawhi and Harden will enter the playoffs with lingering knee and foot injuries, and this will definitely affect their postseason performance. The Mavericks re-signed Kyrie Irving over the summer, despite their 11th place finish last season, and rebuilt the roster around him and Luka Doncic. They drafted Derek Lively, signed Grant Williams, reunited with Seth Curry, rediscovered Dante Exum in Serbia, and took a filler on journeyman Derrick Jones Jr. And still, they were struggling to stay above 500 before February. So, they reconfigured the roster around Luka and Kyrie again at the trade deadline, trading Williams, Curry, and the rights to 2 future first-round picks for big men PJ Washington and Daniel Gafford. It seemed like the organization was very desperate, except it actually worked out. Dallas picked up 7 straight wins around the All-Star break, hit a rough patch, and then rode out a 16-2 stretch at the end of the season for the 5th seed. It sounds simple, but it does not take much to build around Luka and Kyrie, as long as you can find the right blend of willing and selfless role players. All their role players did exactly what was expected, and although they are not the most talented, they are easily a 50-win team when Luka is performing at an MVP level. The Clippers won the regular season series 2-1. All 3 meetings took place before Christmas, so Dallas was weeks from becoming the team it is today, so there are plenty of reasons not to place too much faith on this 3-game sample size. Their first meeting came in Harden's 3rd game as a Clipper, and Westbrook was starting beside him, which is a combination they soon abandoned. Luka and Kyrie countered with 71 points on 62.5% shooting in a 144-126 blowout. The Clippers returned the favor in an 101-88 win 2 weeks later that marked Dallas's worst scoring output of the first 3 months of the season. The Mavericks were without Derek Lively, so Ivica Zubac had a field day, dropping 11 points and 14 rebounds for LA. Kawhi and Harden shot terribly, combining for 16 points on 20 shots in the second night of a back-to-back, and Paul George was their best player on the floor, scoring 25. Their final game of the season was the weirdest. No PG for the Clippers and no Irving or Lively for the Mavericks. It was a 1-point game in the 4th quarter until Kawhi's 9-0 run fueled a 120-111 victory for the Clippers. The biggest takeaway from this regular season series was Luka and Kyrie. In their 2 games together against the Clippers, they combined to average 64, 11, and 8 on 54, 43, 100 splits. Give them a new supporting cast that they have now, and they become a problem for every team in the league, not just the Clippers. So, what is my final prediction? Well, I got the Mavericks in 6. If the last month is any indication, this series will not be close, as the Mavericks were the West's best team over the season's final 6 weeks. The Clippers, with all their veterans, deserve the benefit of the doubt though. They are a team that could flip a switch as long as they are healthy. However, they are not looking too good health-wise, and I think the Mavs will pull this one out easily. But what do you think? Am I right? Let me know in the comments below, and like and subscribe if you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys soon for my round 1 recap.